Welcome back, everyone. It is getting warmer outside, and that means a lot of folks are having more outdoor adventures. And that means you got to keep your eye out for what you're seeing right now on your screen. We're talking about ticks. Joining me now is Dr. Justin Talley. He is head of Oklahoma State University's Department of Entomology and Plant Pathology. Doctor, good morning to you.
Good morning.
So we were talking about this during the commercial breaks. Ticks creep me out. I'm not a big fan. I'm sure nobody's a big fan of ticks. So I have a lot of questions for you. First of all, just how common are ticks here in Oklahoma?
Ticks are very common. In fact, we could have ticks all year round here in Oklahoma.
Okay, wow. So that's something that we definitely got to watch out for, no doubt. What happens when a tick latches onto you? Talk about what happens in those immediate moments there.
Yeah, so usually a tick is going to try to find a preferred feeding site that they will not become detached. And usually once they become attached, they're going to embed into the skin and inject these compounds, so it makes it feel like you don't even have a tick on you. And so sometimes you don't even realize that tick is on you feeding because of compounds in their saliva. But once they're attached, they develop this kind of the cement area where it makes them really hard to pull them off.
And those ticks come with diseases as well. Can you talk about those and what diseases you could be at risk of if you get a tick on you?
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes the diseases depend on the species, but when we think about the common species that are active right now, we're thinking about ehrlichiosis. It's a bacteria that can cause flu-like symptoms. And then our most common issue is Rocky Mountain spotted fever, or what we commonly call spotted fever rickettsia, because there's other pathogens. And when we look at that, that's the American dog tick, and then some other ticks can be involved. But the Lone Star tick is the one with the little white dot on its back, and it's very common right now and becoming more active.
In doing my research this morning, I saw that there's a tick that can give you a disease that makes you allergic to red meat. Could you talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Lone Star tick, the one with the white dot, is the one that can give you that allergic reaction. So they have a small compound in their saliva that your body's immune response will kick in, and that same compound is in red meat. So once that tick feeds on you, and then you could develop this allergy to red meat. And the issue with that is sometimes it's a delayed anaphylaxis, meaning that you could eat your steak and you might not have any reaction until about 6 hours later.
Oh my goodness. Here in Oklahoma, that's an awful disease to have. We love our red meat here in Oklahoma, that's no doubt. If you do have a tick-borne disease, how long does it take before the symptoms start to show up? Is it days? Is it weeks? Is it immediately? What happens there?
Well, it all varies by the pathogen that they're carrying, but most of the common ones with it, whether it's ehrlichiosis or Rocky Mountain spotted fever, the symptoms are going to usually show up within 5 days of that tick bite. What we usually recommend is if you develop any kind of rash from a known tick bite, then you need to go seek some medical consultation.
Let's talk about removal here. What's the best way to deal with a tick when it latches on?
Yeah, so the best way is to get some kind of tweezers, or there are even some tick removing apparatuses that you can buy from other various things that allows you to remove that tick with slow, steady pressure. You don't twist, you don't yank, slow, steady pressure, because if you do not get the mouth part of the head, then it's still a high likelihood that they can transmit a pathogen.
What are some common misconceptions or myths when it comes to removing ticks? I read things about people using matches and lighters.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure you shouldn't be doing all that. Talk about some of the myths here.
Yeah, the most common myth is applying a substance or heat to the tick to allow it to release. Well, that never happens. And what's commonly happened when you apply sometimes a substance or a heat, whether it's a match or anything else, then it actually increases the salivation rate of the tick, which increases the probability of them of transmitting a pathogen.
Okay, so the best way is just get a pair of tweezers, slow and steady.
Yep.
No need to try to light yourself on fire. Not a good thing there. What are the best ways to avoid ticks just getting on you in the first place?
Yeah, so the best way to avoid ticks is know where they're coming from. We always know that they're going to be in heavily wooded habitats or in high grass areas. Ticks need high humidity, and with our increasing temperatures and increasing humidities, that's going to lend itself for ticks to be more active. Our biggest thing that we advocate is if you're going to be in these types of areas, whether walking on trails, walking your pets, put some kind of repellent, but it has to have at least about 30% DEET to be active against ticks. Some of the mosquito repellents don't have that much, so if you just put a common mosquito repellent on, it may not do anything. Concentrate around your ankles, around your waist. Those are preferred attachment sites for ticks.
Okay, well, wearing high socks, long sleeves, I know that's tough during the hotter summer months, but
yeah,
it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Light colored clothing is good because it allows you to see the ticks. It doesn't repel them by any means, but it allows you to see the ticks. So if you have any kind of sock, make sure they're white or light colored, or kind of some light colored clothing, pants, that you could see those ticks as you're out and about.
And then really quick, just a few seconds left, you have to check your pets as well. Every time they go outside, they come in, you should probably check them.
Absolutely. There's a common tick that are associated with pets, and that's the brown dog tick. You need to get some kind of product on those pets, especially if they're going indoors and outdoors, because those pets are bringing ticks into your house.
All right, Dr. Talley, good advice there. Thank you very much. Something that we all have to keep in mind here as we go into these warmer summer months. Appreciate it.